Alright, here's another random junk item that I found digging around internet again. And I thought this was gonna be small. I thought this was gonna be small. I thought it was like maybe like 4 by like 6. It's like 8 by like 6 inches or so. It's really big and really freaking nice. I am genuinely impressed. I thought this was some tiny little thing for like the desk or and it's actually really big and it's really really nice. And it's just a clock. So I get friends that ask me every now and then. They're like, "Oh well, what can you buy from Japan, or what can you get?" I'm like, "Dude, you can get just about whatever you want. It's kind of like the sky's the limit. It's kind of a little bit of everything." So this is on acrylic. This is an acrylic plate, which it makes it really nice. I mean, it's probably cheaper for them to make it, but so it's just printed on here, and then they just slap it to the back of this. And then this is the clock mechanism itself. It's a pretty good movement. It is a Chinese movement, of course. It's just some cheap quartz thing made in China, of course. But it's a very very good movement. Like, I remember I bought a clock, another anime clock, and the movement, it was an authentic one. It was a officially licensed authentic one, just like this one. But the movement they had in the back was just so bad. Oh my god, it didn't have a very nice click to it. It wasn't like single like tick, like it was just bad. You could hear like the little gears turning and like whining, and then it was just a bad movement. I could hear it. It was very loud, and so when I would be doing homework or having to read for college and stuff, I could hear it in the background, and it irritated me. But this movement is one of the nice ones, which I think it has to do with the one I got was an American licensed one, and then this one is a Japanese one, and then I replaced that other clock with a an official Japanese one that I found. And it could be because the movement that they were choosing in the American one wasn't as good as these ones. These movements they're good. They're very very good. I know these are just cheap. You can buy them off Wish. You can buy them off wherever super cheap movements. You can swap them out. You just gotta take off the bolt and stuff and do a few things, and that's it. It's super easy, but it's like, oh my goodness, it's so annoying. Anyways, I'll get off the topic of clocks, and I know nobody really worries or cares about that, but yeah, this is very nice, very very nice art on the side of the main cast and crew. Then you got the Demon Slayer. You have the logo, plus this really nice way to display the time. And the thing I noticed that was interesting and different about this clock, beside that there's a hair on it, is their 12 o'clock position. There we go. Their 12 o'clock position is right there. I'm using the minute hand. But it's right there instead of being top dead center, like how we have here in the States. When it's on number 1. So it's when it hits this range to this range, it's 12 o'clock, which I thought was interesting. In the fact that makes a lot more sense. Instead of just pointing at the 12, instead of just pointing at what would be 12, and then having to go to in between 12 to 1, then it's 12 o'clock. And then, in between 1 to 2, and that means 1 o'clock. Whereas here, it's when you're in the 12 range, it's 12 o'clock. Now you hit the 1 range, if that makes sense. And I was like, yeah, for aesthetic, like for look, having them all line up on 12, it looks very clean. It looks very uniform. But now having it like this, I was like, oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. And since it's, on a circle, you only have the one single pivot point to the center. But I mean, this was just me just thinking about it. So I mean, I know I'm going off on a tangent for a minute there. But anyways, really nice clock. The art is very clean, very presentable. I mean, you can get like light little scuffs on it. But as long as you're using it as a clock, it's super easy to just have it there, and it tells you the time. And it's really big. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. And then these are the hardware that you would use to prop it up. So you just put them in the little hole right there, and you just screw them in. Easy, simple. And they're actually metal. They got some weight to them. That impressed me too, that they're using full-on actual metal. Probably just, I don't think stainless steel. That costs a lot. But they're just using like a filler metal or whatever, but it's solid. This thing is that impressed me a lot too. I was just blown away by this little clock. This is meant to be a clock for like kids and people that like the show and stuff, and but it's extremely well made. I was blown away by this clock, you know. Um, so I know it's kind of me going off on different tangents here, but I mean, it's beautiful. It's super nice. It's very nice clock. You know, and the movement sounds very clean. Has a nice tick to it. There's no like gear wind or whining from it. I even took that other one to get a little bit of that oil. There's a guy that I buy the batteries from, the local shop guy, and I asked him to just put like little drops of the plastic gear oil stuff that they put in them, and that didn't even help. I thought that would help. I read up on it a little bit, but it gave no help. That whine and that grinding of the gears was so bad. I couldn't handle that clog, so I sold it. I got rid of it as soon as I could because I was tired of it. Um, but anyways, very nice piece, beautiful piece to put on the desk or in like an opening room or something. So it really does. It's a very nice and large size, so you can see it from far away, clean colors and everything. But I mean, it's a clock. I know most people really wouldn't go out of their way to get something like this. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and sorry that I went on so many different tangents when I was thinking about stuff. And that's all I got for today. So thanks for watching.